the Twin Cities, Minneapolis. That's the scene for the Bulls. For Minnesota, kind of a seesaw affair over the last 10 games. But this team feels they are better than a 500 team. They'll look to tip that balance with a win here. Bulls, T-Wolves, tip-off in just a moment. Greetings from 2K Sports. Welcome to our Wednesday night coverage of the NBA. Hi, everyone. Here with analysts Grant Hill and Clark Kellogg. I'm Brian Anderson. Allie LaForce, our reporter. And as we start up the new year, here's a glimpse at the new power rankings. Things are going their way, but they're still trying to escape the bottom half of the league.
You know, right now for the Timberwolves, they've exceeded expectations, and that's still putting it lightly. They're playing fantastic ball and are very dangerous.
And the starting group for Chicago. They've got Jalen Williams, Walker out there with Onyeka Okongwu. Then there's Keontae George. And for the Timberwolves, they've got Terry Rozier. He's out there with Edwards. And it's Davis in at the 5. Now here's Rozier. Pass to Tyson. Just 4 to shoot. Oh, Williams with the block. And the shot clock expires. 24-second violation. And you got to be in awe of incredible defensive efforts like this.
Well, I like the fact that's intimidation right away. Got to show those shooters you're going to be in their face all night long.
Well, there are always trades this time of year, Clark, but we rarely talk about the human aspect of these moves.
That's a great point, B.A. You know, these guys integrate into their communities. They create bonds and friendships and connections. Their kids go to school and make friends, and then if they're traded, all of that is disrupted. So it's often overlooked, but it's a real part of being a pro basketball player in the NBA.
Pass to Davis.
In many ways, Anthony Davis is the epitome of a two-way threat. He can be just dominating on both sides of the ball with his physicality.
Minnesota is shooting their first free throws of the night now.
That's been one of the strongest aspects of this team this season. I mean, there have been very few off nights for them at the free throw line.
And he drops the first.
At his best, Davis is an MVP caliber player. One of the true franchise guys in the league.
Both free throws good from Davis.
That's what he does. Rock solid at the line.
Outside Walker. Outside Williams. George against Rozier. Okongwu, the pass to Williams. The shot from the low post is good.
He's a potent mix of effort and ability. Hard to shut down a player of his caliber.
George against Rozier. Shoots over George. Rozier can't get it to go. The Bulls have gone 1 for 3 so far. Guarded by Edwards. Pass to Walker. Picked up by Okongwu. Shot clock at 6. Out of bounds, it'll go to the Timberwolves. First quarter, just about 2 minutes in. Rozier outside. Pass to Tyson. Walker covering. Davis with it. Okongwu on him. Here's Rozier. That one falls. Coming off Davis' feed.
You know, at 6'1", Scary Terry has to have that floater in his bag, and he just showed you that he does.
Outside, Williams. Guarded by Edwards. Okongwu, a screen on Edwards. 5 to shoot. Tries it from 19. The kick out to Walker. Pass to Williams. Launches a three. It's rebounded by Minnesota. A tough loss coming against Boston in their last game.
On the road, they got owned defensively. They just couldn't match the activity level of their opponent.
And you know what, guys? It just seemed like they never really had the kind of energy necessary. They just weren't comfortable on the defensive end.
And the whistle on the shot. Got some contact there. Misses the shot, but he'll shoot two. Chicago shooting their first free throws. First trip to the line in this one. First one falls for him. And both free throws good for Okongwu.
Well, he's certainly been on target with the free throws. Such an advantage when your bigs can knock him down from the line.
Rozier against George. Back to Edwards. A step back shot. Second chance effort, and the foul is called. He missed it, so he's got a couple of free throws coming his way. It's on Okongwu.
Anthony Edwards has a great body and knows how to control it, showing you right there by taking advantage to draw the foul.
Free throw good, Edwards. And Anthony Edwards has stated that his goal is to ultimately surpass Michael Jordan.
Hey, look, that is a lofty goal to run after. I don't know if he'll catch him, but I like the fact that he's ambitious enough and confident enough to put it out there. His ability speaks for itself. This guy's a star already, and his star continues to shine. His work ethic and confidence give me belief that he's going to have a chance to at least get close to that. We know about 25 years ago, there was a guy named Kobe Bryant who sought to do something similar to what MJ did, and he got pretty close to matching it.
George outside. Walker sets a screen. Shoots. Nice shot by George. The Timberwolves have gone 2 for 5 here in the first. Pass to Tyson. Wiseman against Davis. Ooh, and once again off the mark by Minnesota. Chicago trailing here. Screen by Wiseman. Fires from deep. Buries it from three.
He's consistent from out there, especially when you give him that kind of room.
Time called here. The Timberwolves decide to talk it over.
And I love how aggressive they are at pushing the pace off of turnovers. They rank in the top 10 in this category. They just love exploiting their opponent's mistakes.
And holding opponents to a low shooting percentage is their foundation for being competitive every night. Edwards, no good. The Bulls have gone just 3 for 7 here at the start. Walker with it, and Davis picks him up defensively. Walker passes to Wiseman. Williams with it. Clock at 6. The three. Oh, he missed that one. 1 for 3 in this one so far. The Timberwolves trail. Pass to Rozier. And there's a pick. Shot from the wing. Now Edwards. Puts up a three. And it's Wiseman with the rebound.
And he's having an ugly quarter from the field and seems really frustrated.
Back to George. Ooh, good finish at the rack off the slick feed.
Man, what a pass that was there. He really, really relishes making the game easier for his teammates.
Pass to Tyson. Walker covering. Here's Davis to end the run. And he lays it up and in.
AD just shoving past the inside contact that time. Powerful move getting it done.
Wiseman, a screen on Edwards. Inside. And it's Wiseman with the jam.
Well, I'll tell you what, his vertical is awesome, off the charts. A short center who still makes his presence felt.
Steps back. Here's Rozier. Gets the 14-footer to fall.
Rozier plays within himself and doesn't typically force shots offensively. He's got a nice, smooth stroke from mid-range.
Back to George. And they're going to count that bucket, and they'll send him to the line. It could be a three-point play.
They are passing the ball around tremendously right now.
And a moment now to quickly take a look at the offensive approach for Chicago.
Well, I've liked their assertiveness inside. They've been getting that way and playing that way the whole time, setting the tone right away that the inside area is their territory.
And from the jump, they've also clearly been focused on running effective plays here tonight. And there's been a lot of high-quality distribution from them on the floor.
Minnesota shooting their 5th and 6th free throw attempts tonight. Free throw drops for Johnson. Hawkins is checked in for Chicago. Mitchell comes in for George. And Johnson drops them both. Here's Mitchell. Checking his stats, he's scoring around 9.5 points per game. Pass to Salah. Now Mitchell. Six to shoot. Wiseman, a screen on Johnson. From deep, Mitchell. The kick out to Walker. For three, count it. 1 for 1 to start the game.
Boy, he could have taken it himself, but he went from good, better to best in getting the shot for his teammate.
From deep, Johnson knocks down the triple. Johnson's got 5.
That's how you up the ante. Come right back at him.
A little back and forth from long range. I love it. That's a terrific answer there.
Now here's Mitchell. Wiseman, the pass to Hawkins. Outside Walker. The 3 ball. Gets rebounded by Minnesota. And going against Chicago, their first meeting of the year. Outside Johnson. George, a screen on Walker. And unable to get the go-ahead bucket there. Chicago leading. To the middle. He's looking good. 2 buckets in 3 attempts.
And just shredding apart the defense with his passing. He's helping to pace this offense so well.
You know, numbers don't always tell the story, guys, but his assist totals do paint the picture here. I mean, he's got everybody involved.
Chicago leading by 3. Here's Salone. 23 points his last outing. Pass to Wiseman. Outside for Mitchell. From the arc. That one goes. Now he's 1 for 2.
Defensively, there was a lack of aggressiveness, and it really made it easy for him to knock that shot down.
Edwards finds Johnson. And there's the lob.
You could just see how in sync they were there.
That's what it takes to pull that off.
Boy, both ends of that play, guys, were fantastic.
And so it's Eric Spoelstra with the timeout here. He's going to gather the troops and talk it over. This game following their win against the Rockets.
And most of the arena was totally against them. But they looked inward, trusted each other, and made good plays.
Well, you know, the cohesiveness was evident out there. These guys feel like they can win in any arena. And they proved it that game.
And taking a broader look here at the year-over-year scoring trend for Anthony Davis.
And when you look at his offensive output over the past few years, it seems like other teams have figured him out and have his number now. He's having to put in a lot more effort on the offensive end, but without producing nearly the same results.
And here's Mitchell. Pass to Hawkins. Wiseman, a screen on Edwards. Here's Hawkins. Rebounded by McNeely.
Yeah, the half and half balls are going their way, and that's really a function of effort and intensity. You know, the ball doesn't discriminate. Whoever goes and gets it, that's who owns it.
The value of good ball movement isn't lost on this squad.
Now here's Mitchell. Here's Salone. And he buries his first look.
Oh, explosive crossover. How's that for a move?
Timberwolves trail by 3. Edwards with it. He had a 30-point outing in their last game against the Celtics in Boston.
And he did his part from the line. Drew fouls and made them count.
Now here's Edwards. 6 on the shot clock. To the inside. And you can count it. He'll go to the line with a chance at a 3-point play.
Nice read by Edwards there, finding a wide open teammate and sending the ball his way on target.
Minnesota shooting their 7th attempt at the foul line in this one. That one drops. He ties it up. A minute 29 left in the first quarter of the game. And from what we've seen so far in his career, Anthony Edwards wants to be that guy in crunch time, Clark.
B.A., I love his mentality, not only in that he wants to be the guy, but he also wants to elevate his teammates. And he plays the game with an exuberance and a joy and a freshness that is, you know, quite good to see. But I like his attack mentality and his willingness to step into leading his team by example at both ends of the floor.
Now here's Edwards. He's got 7. Pass to Gafford. And the dunk by Gafford.
And, you know, you give Edwards credit for making the right decision there, feeding his teammate. Smart, good basketball.
On the wing, Mitchell, covered by Johnson. There's a screen. Over to the left wing. Just 5 to shoot. Back to Wiseman. And Gafford with the block. 1 second separating the shot clock and the game clock. Now here's Edwards. Tight defense on him. And Edwards slams it in.
On the front foot, attacking the defense. This is Anthony Edwards at his best.
Here's Hawkins. Wiseman, a screen on Edwards. Here's Hawkins. Anthony Edwards has been on display for Minnesota, hunting for opportunities, leading to 9 points in the quarter. More 2K action. If you're just joining us, we played through 1 quarter in this one. All right, guys, what do you think about the offensive approach we've seen so far for the Timberwolves?
Making the most of their trips to the charity stripe, that's what they've done a good job of thus far in this one. Very comfortable at the line, and that's a good sign.
Well, I've also really loved watching them connect from the in-between area. I mean, they're finding ways to do damage consistently from there.
Terry Rozier is out there with Johnson. Then there's Davis, and it's Tyson in at the small forward position. That's the 5 to begin the second quarter for the T-Wolves. The Timberwolves lead by 4. Outside for Rozier. Now here's Johnson. Pass to Furphy. Here's Tyson. Goes up on the wing. And again, it's Minnesota converting.
Not exactly what coach wanted coming up the floor, but he'll take it.
And we played through the first minute here in the second. Covered by Johnson. Pass to Salon. Kicks it to George. Shoots over Rozier. And again, Chicago, no good.
Well, you know he wants that one back. I mean, more often than not, he'll sink that mid-range jumper.
Here's Furphy. George defending. Davis down low. Okongwu on him. Here's De Silva. He's scoreless. Pass to Salah. To the middle. Stolen by Davis. In transition. Here they come. And so he draws the foul. Headed to the line to shoot a pair. Let's take a look at the best defenses in the league over the last 10 games. Fourth, the Timberwolves.
The teams they've faced over the last 10 have to be wondering how long this brutal defense is going to last. There's no let-up in these teams. They play with tenacity throughout.
He misses the free throw. Grant, we're starting to see more players throwing alley-oops to themselves off the backboard. Did you ever do that?
In practice, maybe, but although I had some leaping ability early on, I never had the audacity to do it in a real game.
And the second free throw is good. 2 minutes now played in the second quarter. And here's George. He'll bring it up for the Bulls. Nothing on offense from them yet in this second quarter. And the jam by George.
What a finish. I mean, he just took over himself.
What a show of power right there from the point guard. Man, sweet.
And you know, guys, when your point guard is making explosive plays at the rim, I really do think it sets the tone for the rest of the team.
Furphy, no good.
And the shooter had very little space on that attempt.
And, guys, that's exactly the kind of high-impact defense they want to see out of him.
Inside, Okongwu. Oh, the dunk by Okongwu.
Look at the power on that.
He has to be one of the top dunkers in the game today.
Absolutely salivates when he attacks the rim.
This is his second trip to the line in the game.
Mind the lanes. Mind the lanes. One shot.
And Minnesota calls time here.
And something fans don't always get to see, some of the closely guarded secrets that happen in that huddle.
Yeah, typically there's some type of adjustment made out of a timeout. It might be major or it could be just a slight tweak.
And let's take an early look at our contenders for this year's dunk contest. No matter who ends up competing, you know it's going to be a show.
And the best part, BA, every year we see something different, something new. I can't wait.
And I could see him moving even higher up in the ranks. He's certainly a talented guy up in the air.
He is for sure, but this list is just packed with real aerial artists. This dunk contest is really going to be something special.
So that's how things are currently looking for the dunk contest. But of course, we'll update you with the latest news as we receive it.
And as this lineup starts to take shape, this event is only getting more and more exciting.
And about 3 minutes played now in the second quarter. Outside, Williams. Back to George. And George with the jam.
What a finish. I mean, he just took over himself.
What a show of power right there from the point guard. Man, sweet.
And you know, guys, when your point guard is making explosive plays at the rim, I really do think it sets the tone for the rest of the team.
Here's Tyson. Oh, it's blocked by Williams. Out of bounds, Timberwolves ball as Minnesota keeps possession. It's time to take a glance again at that superb block.
What a play. I mean, that'll have the offense thinking twice about taking shots in his presence.
Just under 3.5 minutes played here in the second quarter. Just 2 to shoot. Offensive rebound for Chicago. They've got 3 of 6 shots to go here in the second quarter. And he was fouled in the act of shooting. Opportunity for a 3-point play here.
That's tough to take as a defender. You've got position and you still get beat.
Chicago shooting their 5th attempt at the line in the game. For Minnesota, they've gotten just 2 of 6 field goals to go in the second. There's the drive. Chicago with a rebound. Okongwu's got 4 rebounds now. The Bulls have gone 4 for 7 in the second quarter. Covered by Johnson. Okongwu, a screen on Johnson to the paint. Oh, the dunk by Okongwu.
Once he gets to the rim, it's fairly automatic.
Nothing fancy right there. Just takes his 2 points, moves on.
Hey, guys, I know I'm stating the obvious here, but those could be an important 2 points considering how close this game is.
The Bulls on offense. Stringing it together. They've got an 11-2 run going. It's stolen by Johnson. Here we go, one-on-one. Got a hand on it. Outside, Williams. George outside. Shot clock at 6. And here's Okongwu for 3. Rebounded by the Timberwolves. And following this game, they hit the road to challenge the Hornets at Spectrum Center in Charlotte. It'll be the front end of a 2-game road trip. Minnesota again missing. The Bulls have gotten over 50% of their shots to go. 5 for 9 in the second. Back to Walker. Pass to George. Picked up by Okongwu. And blocked. That one goes careening off the glass. No problems knocking that one down.
Timeout.
He has 6. Time called here. The Timberwolves decide to talk it over. The Timberwolves making a switch here. Edwards is checked in. And a change for the Bulls. Holmes is checked in. And Minnesota with possession here. It's a 5-point game. Davis against Okongwu. Down low to stop the drought. And Edwards slams it in.
Hey, we use the term explosive a lot, but Edwards, this guy is explosive times 3.
Out to the right wing. Holmes down low. Guarded by Edwards. Holmes passes to Williams. Fast break, Minnesota. Here's Tyson. Count it. Make that 3 of 7 so far for him.
And after a scoreless first quarter, he's finding his offense.
Outside, Williams. Pass to Walker. Back to Williams. Steps back and shoots. A tad short, but it's good off the front iron. Williams has got 6.
And why go away from attacking inside if the D has no answer for you?
On the wing, Rozier. And the ball out of play. The Bulls will have it. And this is what the schedule looks like for the Chicago Bulls. On Friday, they'll take on Kyrie Irving and the Boston Celtics. And then on Wednesday, they'll face off against Anthony Davis and the Minnesota Timberwolves.
And for their matchup with New Orleans, anything can happen in the NBA, but they'll be a heavy favorite, and it would take a total meltdown for them to lose.
Gafford, he's checked in for the Timberwolves. George comes in for Tyson. Mitchell's checked in for Chicago. Here's Williams. And the shot no good, a bit short. Timberwolves trail by 3. Back to Rozier. It's Edwards on the wing. Oh, Edwards with style and authority.
Oh, doctor. Oh, my goodness, Anthony Edwards. Throwing it down with force. Get this guy in the dunk contest.
Mitchell, the pass to Williams. Holmes, a screen on George. And here's Holmes. He can't hit that time. Oh, good D by Edwards. Walker with a steal. Pass to Holmes. And stolen by Edwards. And the ball goes out of bounds. Last touch by Holmes. Some changes for Chicago. Wiseman comes in for Okongwu. And Hawkins subbed in for Williams. And it's Rozier with the ball for the Minnesota Timberwolves. They trail by 1. Now here's Edwards. Over Holmes. And Edwards the bucket on the assist by Rozier. Edwards got 15 points.
Boy, you love to see Edwards shine on offense like this. I know it's got to be making his coach happy, too.
And so it's Eric Spoelstra with the timeout here. He's going to talk it over with his guys.
And they place in the top 10 in fast break points. They take their chances to run, and it's something they're really good at.
And their defense you talked about, holding opponents to a very low field goal percentage. They play alert, aggressive D that does not allow many open shots. Here's Holmes. That one's good. Mitchell making the play. And the Bulls lead by 1. Already 5 lead changes here.
Speaks to how evenly matched these teams have been.
Oh, big finish!
VA, I'm not sure he should be flaunting around the rim like that with this game so close.
Oh, it's risky, but it sure did look good.
Now, I can't fault the guy for adding a little flavor to things. I'm fine. Even if he'd have missed it, I don't mind him taking a chance to spruce it up a little bit.
Shot clock at 5. Hawkins, the pass to Walker. And there's a whistle. He'll head to the line to shoot 2. This is his first opportunity at the line this evening. Free throw good, Walker. The Bulls making a switch here. And both free throws good for Walker. Minnesota has gone 0 for 2 from outside in the second quarter. Pass to Edwards. That's a miss, and he's 7 for 11 from the floor. For Chicago, they've gone 8 of 15 in the second. And it's Wiseman with the jam.
I love the throwback basketball. Work it down low and set up your teammate.
Pass to Gafford. Here's McNeely. Left side, Edwards. And George launches it from deep. Ooh, and once again, off the mark by Minnesota.
And their free throws have dropped off in this quarter. They're settling for too many jump shots right now.
I think you're right. I mean, an up fake here or there, getting the ball inside, that's how you create high percentage offense.
6 to shoot. Mitchell against Rozier. Mitchell misses.
Would you say testing the limits of his range there?
You know, guys, I think he's got confidence to shoot it from anywhere, but he could have gotten a better one than that.
Pass to McNeely. The kick out to Edwards. Beyond the arc. Edwards making it look so easy from deep. Chicago has gone 1 for 3 from downtown here in the second. Here's De Silva. The basket drops, and he gets fouled on the shot. 1 free throw coming his way.
Oh, he really fought for that one. Battling through contact to complete the play.
Incredible, incredible body control right there. Don't know how he was able to get that one to go, but it sure was a thing of beauty to watch. .125 left in the first half of basketball.
Rozier against Mitchell. Outside Edwards. There's the three. And it's Wiseman with the rebound. Wiseman's got 7 rebounds in the game. Here's Hawkins, guarded by Edwards. Wiseman, a screen on Edwards. James Wiseman, a monster down low.
And after putting it down, he dangles from the rim a little.
Man, that's borderline taunting right there, Grant. They're playing with a certain swagger right now.
Well, you know what? You don't want to do too much to get an opponent riled up. You got to be mindful of that.
Oh, got a piece of it. Just 5 on the clock. And here's Edwards outside. Chicago with a rebound.
Tell you what, the defense was lucky there. I mean, leave him that open from range, he'll typically knock it down.
Pass to Salon. Screen by Wiseman. Jacks up a 3. Salon, no good. Now Edwards. Give him 20. Rozier outside. Gafford in the post. And these will be his second and third shots at the line here.
Guys, I don't think there's any doubt that the work he's put in practicing free throw shooting has paid off. I mean, he's made nice strides in getting those shooting percentage numbers up.
That free throw, no good. That one misses. And the first half comes to an end. We've got a close game going here. Chicago ahead. They're up by 5. Well, now we have some time to check in with Allie LaForce. Allie.
Coach, it's been a hard-fought game. A lot of hustle plays. What gets you over the hump in the second half?
Thank you, Allie. Good stuff. We will be right back after this break for the beginning of the third quarter.
I hate what they're doing on defense. Giving up too many gimmies, it makes me mad just watching it.
And I've seen you on the golf course and the hardwood track. Gimmies are the only shots you make.
Moving on to our next topic, All-Star voting. A peek at the latest returns.
Well, at the start of...
Appreciate you joining us.
And as we get into this third quarter, as we've seen so far, neither team able to create much separation on the scoreboard. And you know, Anthony Edwards has been really making it happen, guys.
They've leaned on him to provide a lot of offense, and that's how he likes it.
And you know what? They've come at him a few different ways defensively, and nothing has slowed him down.
And on the floor for Eric Spoelstra starting the second half. We've got a Kongwu. Jalen Williams is out there with Walker. Then there's George. Outside, Williams. To the left side wing. George, right side. Pass to Walker. Clock at 4. This one for 3. No good on the shot.
And that's exactly how tightly you have to guard him every time he steps to the arc. He's just that good.
Rozier, the pass to Edwards. From 17. Rebound by the Bulls. Walker's got 4 rebounds now. George outside. And here is Williams. To the paint. Lets it fly. Okongwu has the open look. The wide open shot is on the money. Okongwu's got 9.
The assist numbers certainly stand out. They've really emphasized ball movement here today.
Clearly just an example of a different mindset between these teams.
Edwards for 3. Okongwu with the rebound. Okongwu's got rebound number 8 now. Here's Walker. Deflected. And here's Davis. An important role in this offense, averaging around 12.5 per game. To the inside. Outside for Rozier. Pass to Tyson. Counted from distance. He's got 9. Bulls leading by 4. George with it. He's got 10. It's rebounded by Anthony Edwards.
Far from an ideal start here. I mean, this half just 1 for 4 so far.
Here's Tyson. Williams defending. Pass to Edwards. 5 on the clock. Fires from the wing. It's rebounded by George.
The defense made an impact right there. Definitely got him uncomfortable going up with it.
Nice shot by Walker.
A total defensive collapse. I mean, no reason to allow him that kind of space from behind the arc.
Walker covering. Pass to Rozier. And again, it's Minnesota with a 3.
Hey, I saw that coming from a mile away. I tell you, Rozier wanted to rise to the challenge of their last 3 to see who owns the arc.
Outside, Williams. Now Walker. Count it. Walker's got 12.
Well, he's cooking with grease. He's got things flaming up, looking for an opportunity every time down the floor when he's that hot.
Minnesota calls timeout. Let's see some of the numbers here for Anthony Davis.
And a stat to focus on is his steal total over the last 5 games. He's been working on his defense, trying to be a disruptor, and it's made them a lot better on D.
Timberwolves trail by 6. Now here's Rozier. He has 7. Davis with a screen on George. George against Rozier. Inside, Davis. The big man, AD, down low.
This is why you integrate Davis into these sets, because he's terrific at finishing them off.
George against Rozier. Outside, Williams. George feels it out a bit. It's rebounded by Minnesota. Up top, Davis. Walker covering. Rozier outside. Lets it fly. Again, the Timberwolves score. Here's George. 10 points for him. Outside, Walker. Back to George. Outside, Williams. George outside. Okongwu, a screen on Rozier. To the middle. Oh, plenty of contact on that shot. Officials call the foul, and he'll take 2 free throws now. It's going to be on Anthony Davis.
I like that. I mean, some physical play inside. He's not about to give up any easy baskets.
And, you know, the defense gets their money's worth on that foul, stopping the layup and not giving up the and one.
They throw good, Okongwu. That misses, so he splits the free throws. Timberwolves trail by 3. Here's Tyson. He's got 9. Outside Edwards. To the paint. And he throws it down. What a terrific lead pass.
Edwards has such good feel, knows when to get his own or move the ball.
Outside Walker. Guarded by Edwards. And again, Chicago, no good. Minnesota's gone 2 of 3 from outside so far in the 3rd quarter. There's the double with Okongwu. Here's Tyson. And the go-ahead bucket, no good. Chicago has gone only 1 of 3 from deep here in the 3rd. Misses the 3.
Just imagine if he was shooting better. The lead would be even bigger.
Kongwu. So it'll be 2 free throws. He was fouled in the act of shooting. It's on Onyeka Kongwu. All right, guys, let's get your take on the scoring breakdown for Chicago.
Well, you know, they've been tremendous, I think, when it comes to sharing the basketball. You know, getting guys involved on the plays and creating offensive opportunities for everybody. Equal opportunity offense is fun to watch.
Also, lots of hustle on the offensive end, following shots and creating tons of second chance opportunities.
And the Timberwolves making a change here. George is checked in. The Bulls have gone cold here in this third quarter, just 3 of 9. Here's Holmes. And count that. 2 points and a chance for one more at the line.
Oh, what tremendous focus to absorb the contact and find a way there to finish.
I like to call that stick-to-itiveness, getting everything he possibly could out of that play.
And he's got his first opportunity at the line here tonight.
And, guys, I think that's a tribute to his work ethic. I mean, it's not by accident that he's enjoying the success he is at the free throw line.
Now Rozier. 9 points in the game. Walker covering. Pass to George. Drops in the layup for 2. George has got his first basket.
The defense couldn't collapse quickly enough.
Now Holmes. Now here's Walker. Takes the 3. Rebound Minnesota. Davis has got rebound number 8 here already in the game. Pass to Rozier. Walker covering. Back to Rozier. Davis with a screen on Holmes. Holmes against George. And they force the shot clock violation. Great D. Let's take a look at the Western Conference standings now that the new year is upon us. Taking a look at Minnesota, they've put together the 6th best record in the conference.
Seeing where the Timberwolves are, they've stayed within arm's length of the conference leaders. That in itself is an accomplishment at this point in the season.
You know, I thought maybe they'd have it in them to actually join those leaders this season. But you're right, it's still nice work considering where they are.
Gafford, he's checked in for Minnesota. Johnson comes in for Rozier. Pass to Holmes. Nice D from Gafford.
Ooh, old school right there. No easy buckets.
And that one's good. A nice job on the glass as they picked up 2 on the second effort.
They just look so overwhelmed inside. That's why they continue to get attacked.
Yeah, I think they've got to ramp up the aggressiveness. If they don't, things are just going to get worse from here.
Outside Edwards. Pass to Gafford. Back to Edwards. Inside, Edwards lays it in.
And their offensive game plan is clear. Get it inside and go to work.
Guarded by Edwards. Another miss. They desperately need a bucket.
Boy, just cannot buy a bucket, guys. I'll tell you what, that's a painful quarter for him, and it's painful for me to watch, too.
Johnson against Holmes. Here's Edwards. Chicago with a rebound. Pass to Holmes. Back to Mitchell. Screen by Wiseman. Mitchell, the pass to Wiseman. And out of bounds, Minnesota will have it.
3rd and fewest turnovers per game, and they're top 5 in preventing points. They have a number of guys who can defend multiple positions, and they work well together as a unit.
And talking about how they've done protecting the ball, this is a team that makes you work defensively. They don't just throw it away. Pass to George. Here's McNeely. For 3. They grab their own miss. Back to Gafford. And And the dunk by Gafford.
And I just love how he's making the effort plays that everyone around him appreciates.
It is certainly making an impact tonight.
Well, you know, if you're not going to take care of the defensive glass, it's going to be hard to come away with the win.
Gafford against Wiseman. Pass to Salon. Will it go? Gafford grabs the miss. Gafford's got double-digit rebounds now in the game. George for three, sends it home from three-point land. And now it's a 9-point Timberwolves lead. And Eric Spoelstra decides to call timeout. Coach wants to speak to his guys, maybe alter some of the game plan. All right, let's take a look at the 2K leaderboard and see which teams are leading the pack in steals right now. The Timberwolves in second.
This team will punish you for sloppy ball control, no question. They've got a lot of fast-handed guys just waiting to take advantage.
Mitchell against Johnson. Pass to Hawkins. On defense, the Timberwolves. On the wing, Mitchell, covered by Johnson.
Yeah, they just can't seem to end the drought no matter where they shoot it from.
And, you know, they've got to be careful because this is when the team concept breaks down and guys start playing hero ball. You know, in that first half, a lot more three-point shooting. Since then, though, they've dialed it back.
Pass to De Silva. To the inside. Wiseman. Oh, Wiseman so strong inside. Impressive.
And, you know, passes like that go a long way. Terrific teamwork.
Johnson passes to Gafford. The shot that time not on target. Good work defensively by Wiseman. Outside Mitchell. And he lobs it up to the rim. Oh, go up and get it. Wiseman with a catch and the finish.
I would imagine it's nearly impossible to not get fired up after that play.
Grant, check these guys out on the bench. Their reaction says it all. They are fired up.
And that's what those alley-oops will do for a team. Ignition switch ignited.
Furphy, no good.
Just enough of a shot contest to bother him.
Down low. Here's De Silva. Furphy grabs the miss.
That's the shot you hope for. Right at the rim. Just couldn't capitalize.
Pass to McNeely. George with it. Clock at 6. Here's McNeely. The three ball. And Daniel Gafford picks up the foul. That's his first foul. The Bulls trail by 7. Here's Hawkins. Hasn't gotten one to fall yet. Pass to Salah. Here's Hawkins. Just 5 to shoot. Beyond the arc. Sinks the tray. Hawkins has gotten himself on the board with a 3 there. The Timberwolves lead by 4. Here's McNeely. As far as his production, he's averaging about 8 points per game. Driving to the basket. Offensive struggles continue. Missing again. And we've reached the end of the third. Timberwolves ahead. They lead by 4. And we'll return shortly. And let's take this opportunity to show you our State Farm assist to the game.
You talk about painting a magnificent picture with that dive. Just a great decision and a perfect delivery.
And they'd love to see every possession end this way. True team basketball.
And it's been a very competitive game so far as we get rolling here in quarter number 4. Anthony Edwards out there with Terry Rozier. Then there's Davis, and it's Tyson in at the 3, the small forward. So that's the lineup from Minnesota. Knocks down the long J.
And when it comes to the 3, they've been really dialed in here in the second half.
Yeah, you got that right. I mean, you got it real right. They are lighting it up from beyond the arc this half.
Guarded by Edwards. Back to George. Walker, a screen on Rozier. Here's George. And perfection right through the net.
Gotta fight harder to get over those screens.
Well, I'm going to credit the screen. I mean, that's a good, strong pick he lays there.
And it goes. As the official calls the foul, count it, and he'll shoot one more at the line. Williams is checked in for Chicago. And a look at how the offensive approach has been going so far for Minnesota.
Well, you know, in some circles, this is an unpopular point, but there can be value in taking the mid-range shot. This team is certainly proving that tonight.
We also got to highlight how on fire they've been from three-point land. They've continued to capitalize from beyond the arc in this one.
Rozier outside. Outside Edwards. Pass to Davis.
There are very few that can handle and battle with Davis inside. I mean, he's got really tremendous strength and agility and a nice touch.
Shooting 2.
That free throw good from Davis.
And really strong at the line since the break.
No misses yet. You can't do much better than that, guys.
Both free throws good from Davis. And so it's George with it. He brings it up for the Bulls. Shoots over Rozier. George, no good.
I'll tell you what, they've rebounded the ball tremendously well.
Yeah, you look across the board, it's actually sizing up, shaping up to be a great game. I mean, strong performances throughout, and they've really been strong on the glass.
Their offense has been unstoppable, just firing on all cylinders.
And, you know, the lead just keeps growing. I mean, this game is not going to get out of their grip. They're going to keep pulling away.
Walker, a screen on Edwards. And that one goes in as he's fouled. It'll be 3 points if he converts the free throw. And we're about 2 minutes into the fourth now. Rozier with a screen on Walker. Walker covering. Pass to Davis. Just 5 on the clock. The 3. Chicago with a rebound. Okongwu's got rebound number 10 tonight with that last one. Walker with it, and Davis picks him up defensively. Walker passes to George. And a miss there on the triple.
Defense better watch out. They better be alert because this guy can make threes, as we saw in the first half.
It's Edwards on the wing. Pass to Davis. Rozier outside. They set the pick. Releases. Walker pulls down the board. Walker's got 5 rebounds in the game. George outside. Picked up by Okongwu. Walker attacking. Pass to Okongwu. The Bulls need to get off a shot. Walker's shot is off.
And they're doing strong work on the glass, a +5 advantage for them.
And guys, you know that rebounding is a huge part, a huge component of winning games. It's not a glamour stat, but it's necessary if you're going to be a winning team.
Guarded by Edwards. And the foul on Anthony Davis. That's his third foul so far. And we hear about the unwritten rules of sports sometimes, Clark. What are some of those in the NBA?
Well, you try not to ever foul an airborne player. I think most players are really sensitive to that. Don't disrespect the other team. Be professional and sportsmanlike when you've got a margin of victory that doesn't need to be added on to. In other words, don't run up the score. Don't try to get numbers for the sake of numbers. Play the game, play to win, and do it with respect at all times.
Outside Walker. Guarded by Edwards. Williams from long range gets the three ball to go.
This is just fun. These teams are trading threes back and forth.
Nothing like answering back. One team gets three, you fire three of your own. Boom.
Here's Davis. That's short off the rim. The Bulls trail by 11. Inside, it's tipped and stolen by Edwards. It's Edwards on the wing. Fade away. Got it. Edwards has got 4 points in the quarter.
And just totally relentless, only increasing the intensity level.
Yeah, I love the fact he doesn't play the score. He just keeps coming, attack mode. He doesn't know how to step off the gas pedal.
Lets the three fly. Gets rebounded by Minnesota.
The scoring efficiency has been low, and it's not helping them on the scoreboard.
Pass to Tyson. Now Davis, guarded by Okongwu. Releases from 15. Davis can't hit. Chicago has gone 1 for 3 in the fourth quarter from range. There's the triple. It's rebounded by Minnesota. Davis has got 9 rebounds in the game. Boy, he's getting it done. Rozier outside. The kick out to Edwards. 4 on the clock. Off the mark there with a 3.
Well, in most games he can knock it down from deep, but it just isn't there for him in this one.
Hits the trifecta.
His first 3 of the half. That gives him 9 total points from beyond the arc so far.
Back to Rozier. Pass to Davis. Over Okongwu. Rejected by Okongwu. Here's Walker. And the jam by Walker.
Transition basketball, the most reliable way to generate easy looks.
Yep, exactly. And if there's any opportunity for early offense, you've got to push it and push it every time.
For 3. And that one goes. He's shooting 5 of 9 in this one.
Boy, he's having a great half here. Exactly the opposite of the first.
Outside, Williams. Picked up by Okongwu. Williams passes to Okongwu. Guarded by Edwards. Down low. Here's Walker. And the jam by Walker.
Oh, yeah, that'll do it.
Wow, an emphatic two-handed slam.
I tell you what, if he's got a few more of those in him, this lead will really start shrinking.
The 3. The shot by Tyson, no good. Bulls trail by 9. Walker passes to George. Good, and it's Walker who picks up the assist.
And despite the height disadvantage, oh my, he just attacks that interior.
You know what, guys, honestly, I didn't think he'd win that battle. I mean, that's a lot of height to give up.
Edwards misses the layup. The Bulls have gotten 7 to go out of 13 attempts during the fourth. Oh, the dunk by Okongwu.
They're making smart adjustments, setting guys up for success.
It's certainly been an impressive run. They finally found the right formula to break down the defense.
Edwards looking it over. Edwards muscles it inside. Wow.
And credit his teammates for feeding him all quarter.
The Bulls trail by 7. Pass to Okongwu. And here's George. Williams on the wing. Back to George. Okongwu, a screen on Rozier. For three, George. Rebound, Anthony Davis. Davis has got 10 rebounds here tonight. So active. Deflects the pass. It's stolen by Okongwu. And they're running. Ooh, a two-handed power slam.
And that's gotta hurt. A turnover for a free run at the rim.
And now we know who has the momentum.
You know, those kinds of plays can be difference makers, game changers, momentum shifters, especially in a close contest where one or two possessions can impact the outcome.
From about 19, Walker's shot is off.
You got to move past that one. I mean, they'd want him to take that again.
Well, you know, I hear you. That's a good look, but when you're that wide open, I think you got to knock it down.
Chicago with the ball. They're on a 16-7 run. Pounded by Rozier. It's rebounded by Minnesota. And that's a foul called on Onyeka Okongwu. That's it for him. He's fouled out of the game.
With the depth they have at that spot, they're more equipped than most teams to handle that kind of loss.
Minnesota leading by 5. Timberwolves call timeout.
Protecting the rim has to be their top objective right now.
Yeah, you know, just look at the numbers, guys. I mean, they are being taken to the woodshed in the paint.
And keeping us updated from the sideline, Allie LaForce.
Well, I was able to listen in on the Timberwolves head coach talking to his team. He kept it real with his team, telling them, I know you feel good about this lead, but let's not get lazy. Let's not act like this is a sure thing all of a sudden. Looking to keep their focus on the task at hand. Brian?
All right, Allie, thanks once again. Chicago on D. It's a 5-point game. Here's Tyson. The shot's good. Tyson's got 5 points in the quarter.
Any possession that ends with him finishing at the rim is ideal.
Here's George. Davis with a rebound. Minnesota has gone 3 of 7 from the perimeter during the fourth. It's Edwards on the wing. Up top, Rozier. Pass to Tyson. Now here's Edwards. Shot clock at 6. From outside, off the mark. And so it's Walker with it. He brings it up for the Bulls. They trail by 7. George, right side. It's deflected. And here's Edwards. On the wing, Davis. Over Williams. Davis can't hit.
Unnecessary to go to the fadeaway there. It wasn't needed. Could have just kept it simple and taken the easy shot.
Looking to end this cold spell. And the play by George as he finishes it off for 2.
And this is just typical of him. always making an impact at crucial moments in the game.
You know, they want the ball in his hands here because they trust him to hit all the big shots.
Here's Tyson. Nails it from 3. And the Timberwolves lead by 8.
His three-point shot looks so pure. The defense allowing him to get comfortable out there.
And Eric Spoelstra decides to call timeout. He's looking to make some very important adjustments here. .51 seconds left in the fourth quarter. George passes to Walker. Back to George. And he converts the layup.
He's hard to stop when given any room to operate at all.
.41 seconds left in the final quarter. And an intentional foul right there. Edwards for 3. And it's Chicago with a board.
And not a moment to lose on this possession.
Got to go right up with it and then foul immediately.
And that's an intentional foul. So the first one drops, and that makes it a 7-point lead. So he gets them both, and it's an 8-point ball game. And not much left to play for at this point.
Hey, you give it your all and let the chips fall where they may. Just wasn't their night. It seems like every miss ends up in his hands. He's been unreal.
Tell you what, those are crazy numbers, guys. I mean, believe me, I was a good rebounder in my day. It is not easy to corral that many boards in one night.
So it's Minnesota picking up the win. A competitive game. You have to feel like this crowd gave him a little extra edge.
Yeah, they really fed off the energy. You saw their activity level go up. Just a tremendous performance.
All right, now let's check in with Allie LaForce. Allie, what do you have?
Anthony, it was a...
Allie, thank you as always. Thank you for joining us. That'll do it for now. For Clark Kellogg, Allie LaForce, and Grant Hill, this is Brian Anderson.